Have you ever wondered if we're living through one of the most important moments in human history? Right now, a silent digital race is happening all around us. It's not for space and it's not for gold. It's a race for something far more powerful: dominance in artificial intelligence. This isn't just a tech headline, it's a contest that will fundamentally reshape our world, our economies, and our daily lives for generations to come. The two main contenders, the United States and China, are locked in a high-stakes competition. But this isn't your typical rivalry. The winner won't just get bragging rights, they'll get to write the rules for our collective future. So, who is pulling ahead? The answer might surprise you. At the heart of this global contest are two fundamentally different philosophies about what AI should be. Think of it as a clash of blueprints for the future. On one side, you have the United States, the long-reigning champion of technological innovation. On the other, you have China, a determined challenger rising with incredible speed and a completely different game plan. The American approach is built on creating the world's most advanced, powerful, and, frankly, expensive AI models. Companies like OpenAI, the creators of the famous ChatGPT, are the stars of this strategy. They operate on what's called a closed source or proprietary model. What does that mean? Imagine a world-class chef who creates a masterpiece dish but keeps the recipe a closely guarded secret. You can buy the meal and it's incredible, but you can't see how it's made, you can't tweak the ingredients, and you certainly can't open your own restaurant using that secret recipe. That's essentially the American model. It's top-tier, cutting-edge, and designed for market leadership and profit. The challenge with this walled garden approach is that it can be difficult to export globally. Many countries simply can't afford the high price tag or don't want to be locked into relying on a single American company for such critical technology. They worry about becoming digitally dependent, a concern that history has taught them to take seriously. China has looked at the US model and decided to go in the opposite direction. Their strategy is centered around open source AI. Let's go back to our food analogy. Instead of a secret recipe, China is effectively hosting a massive community potluck. They're bringing some amazing dishes, powerful AI models like DeepSeek and Alibaba's Qwen, and they're sharing the recipes with everyone for free. Anyone can come, taste the food, see how it's made, take the recipe home, and even add their own cultural spices to it. This open source approach has a massive appeal, especially for developing and non-aligned nations. It's affordable, flexible, and empowering. It allows other countries' governments and developers to take the technology, customize it for their own languages and needs, and build upon it without paying hefty licensing fees. It's a strategy built on inclusion and accessibility, and it's winning a lot of friends around the world. This fundamental difference in strategy is what makes this race so fascinating. It's not just about which country can build the better AI, but which philosophy will win the hearts and minds of the world. If you're finding this breakdown interesting, do me a quick favor and hit that like button and share this video with someone who you think would find it valuable. It really helps the channel grow. Nowhere is this choice between the American VIP club and the Chinese community potluck more critical than in Asia. The continent has become the central battleground for AI adoption, and for good reason. The data goldmine. First, Asia is home to over 4.5 billion people. In the world of AI, data is the new oil. It's the fuel that AI models need to learn, grow, and become more intelligent. With billions of people coming online and generating unimaginable amounts of data every day, Asia is sitting on the world's largest and most valuable resource for training the next generation of AI. Many Asian nations are also in the middle of a massive digital transformation. They're leapfrogging older technologies, skipping the desktop computer era, and moving straight to mobile-first, AI-powered societies. You can see it happening everywhere. Smart cities in Singapore use AI to manage traffic flow and energy consumption. Industrial automation in Vietnam and Thailand is being powered by AI robotics. AI-driven education and healthcare platforms are being rolled out in Malaysia and India. For these nations, the choice is stark. Do they align with the powerful, proven, but expensive systems offered by the US? Or do they embrace the affordable, customizable, open-source alternatives being championed by China? This decision will lock them into a technological path for decades, and they know it. Many are wary of becoming stuck in another cycle of dependency on Western tech monopolies, making China's open-door approach incredibly tempting. This brings up a really interesting question. If you were the leader of a developing nation, which model would you choose for your country? The high-performance but closed American model, or the flexible and open Chinese one? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm genuinely curious to see what you all think. The United States is, of course, not standing still. It's acutely aware of the challenge from China and is making big moves to maintain its supremacy in the AI field. The US government is treating this like a major national priority. The White House has issued executive orders to promote American AI technology around the world. Financial agencies that traditionally helped sell airplanes and industrial goods are now underwriting deals to get American AI into the hands of other countries. Domestically, the investment is staggering. There are talks of a colossal $500 billion deal between OpenAI and SoftBank to build a massive network of new AI data centers. However, the US is facing a major bottleneck: electricity. Building and running these AI factories requires an almost unimaginable amount of power, and America's electrical grid is notoriously outdated. It's like trying to run a fleet of futuristic spaceships using the electrical wiring from a 1950s house. It's a huge infrastructure hurdle that needs to be solved. On the talent front, the US still holds a major advantage in quality. American universities like Stanford, MIT, and Carnegie Mellon are the undisputed world leaders in AI research and education. They produce the top-tier talent that drives innovation. The challenge, however, is scale. While the programs are the best in the world, there simply aren't as many of them compared to the sheer volume being produced by China. China's strategy is a masterclass in turning a disadvantage into an advantage. The US has hit China with significant export controls, trying to cut off its access to the advanced computer chips needed to train large AI models. But instead of crippling China, these restrictions have lit a fire under its domestic tech industry. Think of it like this. If you can't buy the best engine for your race car, you have two choices. You can either give up, or you can learn how to build your own engine, and maybe even find clever ways to make it just as fast. China chose the second option. Chinese companies like Huawei are pioneering new techniques, such as linking together clusters of their less advanced domestic chips to achieve performance that rivals the top American chips. It's a brilliant workaround, and it's closing the gap faster than anyone expected. In fact, analysts at Morgan Stanley predict that by 2027, just a few years from now, China will be using mostly homegrown AI chips. This is all part of a national strategy called Project Spare Tire, a massive push to become completely self-sufficient in critical technologies. The goal is to not need the West at all. Perhaps China's most powerful long-term strategy is its investment in people. China is systematically building the largest and most skilled AI workforce the world has ever seen. In 2019, only 35 universities in China offered AI degrees. Today, that number has exploded to over 600, but it doesn't stop there. Starting in September 2025, Beijing is making AI lessons mandatory for all students, from elementary school all the way through high school. They are building an entire generation of AI native citizens. This creates a talent pipeline of immense scale. While the US focuses on producing a small number of elite PhD researchers, China is creating a vast army of engineers, developers, and technicians who can build, implement, and maintain AI systems across every sector of their economy. Recent studies have shown that the researchers behind some of China's top new AI models were educated and have worked entirely within China, a clear sign that their strategy of cultivating homegrown talent is already paying off. So, what are the ultimate stakes? This AI competition is more than just a race for technological or economic leadership. It's a geopolitical struggle that will define the 21st century. NVIDIA's CEO, Jensen Huang, whose company makes the most important chips for AI, has warned that the US restrictions might ultimately backfire. By cutting China off, the US might simply force them to become independent and competitive, while American companies lose out on the massive Chinese market. The question is, what will the future of AI look like? Will it be defined by the American model of exclusive, closed, and powerful systems that a few elite companies control? Or will it be shaped by China's vision of an open, accessible, and collaborative ecosystem that empowers the many? The country that wins this race won't just control the world's most important technology. They will set the global standards for everything from AI ethics and privacy to its use in commerce and national security. They will, in essence, be holding the pen that writes the first draft of humanity's future. The world is at a decisive moment, and the path we go down will be determined by which of these two powerful visions gains the most global acceptance. Thank you so much for watching. This is a complex but incredibly important topic that affects all of us. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more deep dives like this, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. We'll see you in the next one.